You can pick the perfect niche, post consistently, and still watch people leave your videos without ever buying anything from you. That's not a niche problem. That's a connection problem. And it's happening to more creators right now than ever before. By the end of this video, you will know exactly why that's happening and the two-part fix that actually works on the platform as it runs today, not how it worked a couple of years ago. If you appreciate this type of content, gently tap that like button. Let's get into it. Alright, first up, let's talk about why your niche alone doesn't cut it anymore. A few years back, if someone wanted to learn about something specific, say home coffee brewing, there might have been a few dozen channels to choose from. Right now, for almost any topic you can think of, there are thousands of channels covering it, sometimes way more. And that changes how the platform actually decides what to show people. It used to be a lot more channel based. You would watch a few videos from one creator and the platform kept feeding you that same creator. Mostly because there simply weren't many other good options in that space. Now there are so many creators covering the same ground that the platform doesn't need to protect your spot the way it used to. You can test this yourself. Watch 3 videos in a row from one channel, then go back to your homepage. A lot of the time, you will see suggestions from a bunch of different channels on that same topic, not just more from the one you were just watching. That is the shift. The platform increasingly treats most topics as one big shared pool of videos instead of separate channels, each holding their own slot. So the topic itself stopped being what sets you apart, and just showing up consistently isn't enough to protect your spot either. What's left is connection, becoming the person or channel someone actively chooses to come back to, even though there are 10,000 other options covering the exact same ground. That connection usually comes from going deep on something specific instead of staying general. Maybe that's a unique skill or access nobody else has, a specific angle on your topic nobody else is using, or being the calm, resource first voice in a space where everyone else is just picking a side and yelling about it. None of that is about the topic anymore. It's about the angle only you bring to it. So that is part 1 of the fix. Stop trying to out-topic everyone and pick the specific angle that is actually yours. But an angle by itself still won't make someone buy from you. It just gets you noticed. Part 2 is the structure that turns noticed into trusted and trusted into sold, and that's what we are covering next. There's a pattern in creators whose audience sticks around and actually buys from them. And it comes down to 4 things happening across their videos. I call it the trust loop, and it starts with these first 2. The first is recognition. Before they teach anything, they spend real time describing the exact situation their viewer is in right now, the specific frustration, the thing they already tried that didn't work, the way it actually feels. Not a generic line like a lot of people struggle with this, something specific enough that the viewer thinks, wait, that's literally me. When someone feels seen like that, they lean in and they trust whatever comes next a lot more. The second thing is credibility, and this is where a lot of creators undersell themselves. Credibility isn't just sounding confident on camera. It's 3 things stacked together. Backing up what you say with some kind of evidence, whether that's a study, a real example, or something you saw on a screen, proving you have actually lived through the problem yourself, which can be as simple as one short story about the version of you before you figured it out, and giving your method an actual name, even a simple one, because a named system is easier to remember and repeat than a bunch of tips I have. Put recognition and credibility together and the viewer stops treating you like just another channel covering the topic. They start treating you like the person who gets it and has actually solved it. Quick break. If you want extra resources on everything covered in this one, check the description and the pinned comment below. Alright, back to it. The last 2 steps in the trust loop are what actually turn that trust into a sale, and this is the part almost everyone skips. Number 3 is transformation, and it means helping someone realize the problem they think they have isn't actually their real problem. Say someone believes their problem is that they need more views. You show them their real problem is that the people who do watch don't have a reason to stick around, which is a completely different fix. Or say someone believes their problem is that they don't have enough time. You show them their real problem is that they don't have a system, So every hour they do get spent deciding what to do instead of just doing it. When you walk someone from the problem they assumed to the real one using a short story instead of just stating it as a fact, they remember it and they trust that you can see something they couldn't see on their own. Number 4 is application. This is simply making sure someone knows exactly what to do next in an order they can actually follow instead of walking away feeling inspired but stuck. Inspired and confused doesn't lead to a sale. Inspired and clear does. So before you publish your next video, run it through the whole trust loop. Did you call out their specific situation? Did you earn some real trust? Did you shift how they see their actual problem? And did you hand them steps they can use right away? Miss any one of those 4 and you'll still get views. You just won't get the connection and you won't get the sales. And here's the part almost nobody expects. When you actually run all 4 consistently, people stop feeling sold to. They start feeling like they owe you one for how useful you have already been. And that feeling is exactly what makes the sale feel easy instead of pushy. So here is the whole thing put together. Your niche isn't dead, but it stopped being able to carry you on its own. Because the platform can now pull from way too many channels for a topic alone to protect your spot. Part 1 of the fix is picking the specific angle that is actually yours instead of trying to out-topic everyone else. Part 2 is running every video through the same 4-step trust loop: recognition, credibility, transformation, and application. Do both and you stop competing on topic completely because nobody else can copy your angle or the exact way you connect with your audience. And if you want to go deeper on how to actually find your specific angle inside a crowded niche, I made a video on exactly that. You can check it out by clicking right here.